hammering the idea that this was a wonderful artist, and then the work sells here too, but it sells even more there.
So he's having a show with Peter Glover.
Well, he said shows all over, but for
dealer,
San Diego for years he couldn't get.
But it was Ron Stevenson who made the difference. The dealer, Ron Stevenson, a really good dealer, took him from nothing. Mark Flint tried and made him an international icon with books at the Dario Foundation, and that goes back to what I say.
David Reed, John.
Yeah,
Wilson.
yeah.
David Reed.
Seems like gallery owners and curators these days are in a tremendous effort to cage artists, you know, and have them to be in a situation in which they are fully under control, when the nature of artists is precisely to be out of the cage, precisely to invent and open new spaces, precisely to kind of be against the establishment, precisely to kind of break with all these things that you're trying to do.
We don't care.
The dealer doesn't say what to paint or put any restrictions on artists. I think that's a fallacy. I've never known a good dealer that ever would. Maybe some slop dealers would do that, but a good dealer would never do that to a good artist. That they would never transgress that trust.
And you know, if you don't like your dealer, you just leave. I mean, we don't care. We have so many artists banging at our door all the time. We don't have time to babysit you. You know, we really don't.
I was just going to say, I mean, what sells art is what sells anything. Personality. I mean, people don't want to just buy a piece of art and put on the wall. Then it's just a piece of decorative paraphernalia. People want to know about the artist. They want to be part of that creative process. They want to feel like they can explain why that piece is on that wall to their friends when they come over for cocktails. So, and it's in keeping with this idea of caging the artist. No, you can't cage the artist. You've got to take whatever that artist is, good, bad, or ugly, and build that personality up. As I like to say, you have to invest the artist with the aura of celebrity. And that's what Art Rocks Radio does.
But actually, at the same time, I think if an artist is just their primary thing is like, I'm going to make something that is a marketable product, they're going to make something that is uninteresting. I think. I mean, they have to take into account the market. Obviously, I mean, it's like, you know, you have to eat. No, make a piece of artwork when you're starving on the floor, but I think if you're making something that from the beginning is a marketable product, you're a designer. You're not an artist.
Well, if you want to make a marketable product, you can't be Thomas Kincaid.
Right.
All right, let's take a couple questions.
I really think that we don't talk enough about sculptures in art, and especially in this area where it's more an outdoor. And so there are two things that, you know, I think people would really buy. We don't have a lot of people don't have enough space on their walls on the paintings, but outdoor art would sell very well. And I really think that, for example, in Balboa Park, we should have, the shows should not be in closed doors. Everybody should be able to see it. I know there's a problem of vandalism and all that, but I really think that the sculpture scene is a wonderful market for this country, and you know, and small, I mean, or big, or whatever, and look at the roof steins they do sculptures on. Who goes there? And you have to know about it. It should be more public, and then people who want to buy art, everybody has a garden, and I would really encourage people to not be afraid to buy sculpture.
I saw someone.
The young man there has his hand up for half an hour.
I only did. I forgot.
Sorry,
do not like in my vision.
I picked the side spot due to myself, which was also ironic. I was thinking because my name is Drew Snyder, and I just moved here in July. And when it became evident, I came here unexpectedly, and when it became evident that I was going to be staying here, kind of needed a project, and I went out on a limb and I opened an art gallery, and it's in Acadia in Encinitas in North County, which might as well be, I don't know where, and I have had a lot of great support from Patricia, and even Art as Authority, and I really appreciate those kinds of outlets. But it's because I think it's because I've been trying to reach out, and like I just finished undergraduate, so I'm young and I don't really know what I'm doing in a lot of ways. I remember when I first met Patricia, and I told her, it was at the L Street Gallery, and I told her that I opened the gallery, and she said, the first thing she said to me, which I was totally struck by, was, I hope you're not paying a lot for rent. So that was weird, you know, and I was like, well, no, I didn't okay, but I am trying to, what I know about the San Diego art scene pales in comparison to what you all know, but I do think that there have been a lot of interesting things raised, and I am, I wonder about how I can get, because I do feel, first of all, I feel like a lot of it is based around money, and should be, I mean, this is okay in a way. Like, I even feel like that in terms of like national issues, like political issues, like the environment could be looked at through economic terms, economic solutions, or whatever, green jobs, like win-win, that kind of stuff. Well, I think that way about, I think that money will create a scene, or people are buying art, and I do think that people need, like, that status thing, or people need to believe in this. People, it should feel good when you have a piece of art up on your walls, and it should feel good to spend that kind of money. And like for my gallery, I have to make sales, and at the same time, I'm very committed to, and this goes to branding, I would think, I'm very committed to making the excellence of the work that I carry a priority. And being a young, and I'm also a painter too, so being a young artist, I feel like I come from the advantage of I don't really care about resume so much, and have a great circle of friends who are painters, and I'm just trying to put them out there, and like the idea of a press kit or a press release was something that I didn't understand, and it was kind of like when I got my driver's license and I had to get car insurance or something like that. It was so abstract to me, but yeah, it's just a 15-minute phone call. And yeah, and actually I would invite Mr. Pincus. Well, no, but I think it's very important. Like the reason why I got a little blurb in City Beat, I advertised with City Beat, and they're also very cool to me. I kind of, well, we had a little write-up with them or whatever, and I think the reason why I had a write-up with them is because this genius idea occurred to me where I'll make a Word document and come up with a nice name for the show and write it up. I went to a school that was a writing intensive school, so okay, I can make sentences or whatever. And I described this work that I happen to believe in, and I send it out, and you give people something to just print. Like they didn't want it. I don't think they, and the article or the write-up that showed up in City Beat, in SD Backyard, which is like that little thing that that on Art as Authority, and wherever else it showed up was basically a rephrasing of that which I wrote.
Well, I was just going to say, you just need to send an email.
Well, I took your email off of the Union Tribune website, and definitely I've sent you a couple of emails. But just because I hear Robert Pincus, that's something that I should do.
You can call him.
Okay. I will.
No, I was going to say, because I just get so many emails that sometimes it's
that's fair. No, that's fair. And I'm not trying to like.
No, but it's good.
Yeah, and.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I have a lot of ideas just about everything, like this whole idea.